What is your biggest frustration as an adoption professional? My biggest frustration as an adoption professional has been finding that my colleagues are not as aware of attachment disorder, attachment dysfunction as would be helpful to the adoption and foster community.
I'm a licensed clinical social worker and also an adoption consultant for RG Adoption Consulting. And today I'm going to be answering the question about, do you have a personal connection to adoption? Did it inspire your decision to become an adoption professional? So, yes, I started working actually in adoption before I had children. I started working in an adoption agency just to get some experience and kind of learn more about adoption. Was always a little bit drawn towards adoption, but didn't know that that would be solely the way that I would grow my family. Fell in love with adoption from the very beginning.
With these kids, with children who have attachment disorder specifically, any standard therapy is really ineffective. And my colleagues in therapy have often been manipulated, triangulated, charmed, things that we're trained to recognize and to avoid and to work around. And yet these kids are so good. It's their survival skill. They feel like their life depends on it. And so many therapists, social service workers will believe that they have the skills and tools to work with these children and end up causing more harm to the family rather than helping.
I haven't really left since before graduate school. So adopting came natural to me. We did attempt to get pregnant and weren't able to, and didn't want to go down the IVF road. So we decided on adoption pretty naturally.
So it has become my personal goal through writing books, through speaking, through conversation, to bring awareness to the need for more therapists, counselors, social service people to be trauma informed, to understand attachment disorder, and to begin bringing health and wholeness and healing to the families rather than inadvertently harming them.
And adopted our two amazing children. But I think it's inspired me to become a better adoption professional and to be more of an advocate for adoption because I've adopted. So the adoption professional came before I adopted, but I do definitely think they are linked, and definitely both have inspired the other. So hopefully that answers that question. It's a beautiful thing, and I feel very fortunate to be an adoptive mother and also an adoption consultant.